Welcome to Vision of Hope event. It's the second year that we are so privileged to be in that beautiful historic room. While I was preparing the speech for tonight, I decided to go deeper and ask myself, what is Vision of Hope for me? So when I asked Lord Eames to help me to create the title, it was essential for me to have the word hope, as it's the most important thing that we can have. Hope is like a mechanism that activates the will of our soul. Without hope, we become numb and with no purpose. But if we take an extreme example, when someone is told by a doctor that he got a terminal illness, his hope is taken away from him at that moment. And deep inside, something shut down. But what happens when someone really feels hopeless? He can take small action or help others to do so. As the Archbishop of York said in his speech at the event last year, hope is believing without the evidence and then watch the evidence change. And my philosophy is taking the darkness and turning it into light, which is very symbolic, as today is the last day of Hanukkah, the Jewish festival for the light. The world that we live in has become a place of violence and division since the threat of terror. In many cases, when we read about the person who carried out the evil act, he used to be a very quiet person, or very nice to his neighbors. But inside him, he had a surge of conflicting emotions. And instead of being educated at a young age to express them, he held them deep inside and channeled them in the wrong way. And it was clear to see, based on the model of last year's competition, which had 3 categories, 7 to 11, 12 to 15, and 16 to 18, the older group's poem was negative, cynical, and very few, compared to the purity and innocence of the younger ones. I believe it is vital to educate children about peace at a young age, before it's too late. But educating the pupil is to explore the meaning of peace, starting with peace within, which is the essence for everything else, and why distortion of it can lead to bullying and discrimination at schools, and later on to much more chaos in the world. I encourage the children to share their emotions and thoughts and feelings about peace, as not everyone has a talent or gift to write poems, and not all the children think it's cool to write poetry. So what is important for me to show them how one line can become a great chorus. Like, for example, my song Beauty of the Duty, that someone sent me a long poem, one line was, the only thing that holds you back is you. The only thing that holds you back is you. The only thing that holds you back is you. So just one line can make, but I'm not allowed to sing here today. I'm sorry for that.
I said nothing.
So it's simplicity that I'm looking for. And I know that those children has this treasure inside them. But now, what is my vision? At the end of the day, I'm just a singer-songwriter, and there are so many good organizations and people that are doing everyday good things about peace. But no one hears about them because the media prefer negativity. But no one can resist a good song, especially if the words of it is written by a child. So this is what my competition is about, to create as many more songs about peace that we can. Because at the moment, if you Google or go to Spotify for songs with peace, you always go to Imagine. But I would like to find the new Imagine, as Rabbi David Rosen in last year's event said, instead of the line, imagine there is no religion, we should celebrate our different background and cultures. So my hope is that the competition can become global. And although there are dark forces in the world, let the goodness shine through and to be witnessed by the world. And now, I would like to play you a video of the last year winner. Not yet. Her English teacher did not recommend her to submit the poem. Maybe the structure of the poem was not ideal, but she had one line. Peace could be where a dark hand touches a light hand. In one line, her imagination captured a conflict in the most profound way. Dark Hand, Light Hand by Jessica Clay.